Scary like me in a way when I'm in a bad mood. You don't want to wake up the grumpy bear. Reapers, what is good? It's your boy Laser. He's always getting another scary reaction video. He's on the scary content. Second to laugh face. We're in the top 10 scary prisoners left in solitary confinement. Guys, there's so many crazy ass motherfuckers that did weird ass crimes out there. We're not shady. It's your scary content. You want scary reviews like this in the future? It's me, Slepen. You subscribe to the notification bell icon. Stream every night on Twitch. Go check out Stream Amazing. Let's dive straight into the video.
The top 10 scary prisoners left in solitary confinement. Starting off this countdown, we have the Man in the Iron Mask. The Man in the Iron Mask is the name given to an unidentified prisoner arrested in 1669 or 1670. He was imprisoned during the reign of King Louis XIV of France. Now, what's so scary about this prisoner is how his identity was all—
Gives me the same vibes with that one they put the mask on because he would eat other people, or like their flesh. I forgot his name. Similar vibes. Is this the same one? I don't know.
always kept unknown.
Pretty different.
He was forced to wear a mask that blocked off—
I took this fucking pill because I have completely unrelated, but I take pills now, like not I said that's so wrong. I have to take these like this prescription. It's a prescription for my acne in my back, bro. I just took one like before I ate, and holy shit. That shit makes me feel my stomach. Oh man.
Off his face. Some say he wore a black velvet mask, while others reported that it was a full-on iron mask. Apparently, the guards were ordered to shoot this man if he ever removed the mask. On top of that, he was kept in solitary confinement with double doors. He spent the rest of his life there until he died on November 19th, 1703. Moving on to number 9, we have Jesse Pomeroy. Jesse Pomeroy, otherwise known as the Boston Boy Fiend or the Boy Torturer, was convicted of countless murders at the age of 14 in 1875. He would abuse, torture, and then kill his victims. In fact, he was the youngest person in the history of Massachusetts to be convicted of first-degree murder. When Jesse was caught, he admitted to the murders and was sentenced to live in the Westboro Boys Reform School until he was 18. However, while at the school, he went on to commit other murders. That's when he was sentenced to prison and was placed in solitary confinement. His only interactions were with his guard and his mom, who would visit him once a month. In our 8th spot, we have Ian Manuel. In 1990, when Ian Manuel was only 30—
Does he drive a manual car? That's the real question. I can't drive manual. I can't drive manual for shit.
18 years old, he shot a woman in the face, blowing out part of her jaw during a robbery. Thankfully, she survived, but as a result of his crime, he was tried and convicted as an adult. As a result, he was sentenced to 65 years in prison. He was one of the youngest inmates in the Tampa State Penitentiary. Manuel spent 15 plus years in isolation, making him the longest serving inmate in solitary confinement in Florida. Eventually, he was released after the woman he shot actually fought for his freedom, claiming everyone does dumb things when they're young, and she didn't want him to waste his life in jail. In our 7th spot, we have Ian Brady. Between 1963 and 1965, Ian Brady and his accomplice tortured, abused, and killed 5 individuals. They would bury their bodies on the moors outside of Manchester, which gave them the name the Moors Murderers. The crimes they committed were horrific, and Brady expressed no remorse. As a result, he was held in solitary confinement. His only contact with the outside world was through letters. It's said that on his free time, he would memorize whole pages of Shakespeare and Plato and then recite them to himself. He would also often interact with television programs. Brady died in prison on May 15th, 2017 at the age of 79. Making our way down the list, number 6, we have Dennis Rader. Between the years of 1974 to 1991, American serial killer Dennis Rader took the lives of 10 individuals. In 2005, he was convicted for his crimes, and now he's facing 175 years in solitary confinement without—
Buffalo looks scary as shit. Damn. Looks scary like me in a way when I'm in a bad mood. You don't want to wake up the grumpy bear. After I had too much honey, we need to poop.
The possibility of parole. Now, Dennis likes to go by the name BTK, or the BTK Strangler, which stands for bind him, torture him, and kill him. So, That says a lot about who this guy is. But thankfully, he is locked away and has no chance of escaping. To this day, Dennis is considered one of the most diabolical serial killers in American history. We are now at our 5th and halfway mark with John Massey. In 1975, John Massey got into a fight with a pub's bouncer and he shot him in the chest. At the age of 26, he was sentenced to life for murder. But while in prison, Massey managed—
Looks like that one fucker from, is it Dumber and Dumber, or am I thinking of something else? I think I'm thinking of the Three Stooges. I don't fucking know. Looks goofy as shit. Boing.
to successfully escape 3 times. His most notorious escape was when he made a makeshift rope out of sheets and a pair of heavy-duty gloves to climb over the prison wall. As a result of his escapes, he was placed in solitary confinement. He was allowed 15 minutes outside of his cell each day, and had only 8 minutes for a phone call. Other than that, he was kept locked away. He is considered one of Britain's longest serving prisoners. He was eventually released after spending nearly 43 years behind bars. In our 4th spot, we have Thomas Silverstein. Thomas Edward Silverstein was an American criminal jailed for armed robbery in 1978. But while in prison, he committed numerous other crimes. In 1983, he killed a prison officer who he stabbed multiple times. Then he murdered 2 inmates. As a result, he had to be detained in a specially designed cell at the ADX Florence Federal Penitentiary in Colorado, due to the crimes he committed while—
Colorado? You mean Colorado? Not Colorado. Colorado, bitch. I'm smart.
in jail. He is considered the most violent prisoner in America. He is also referred to as America's most isolated man. Now, Silverstein was considered so dangerous that he got transferred to a federal prison in Atlanta. There he was confined in a 6-by-7 foot cell. He was constantly—
Bro, can they still do mugshots like this? I missed the whole like card, like the thing you would hold. I think that's so much better than like just the normal mugshots. I mean, having a mugshot of you is like not good, but I'm just saying these go so much more hard. Like just the mugshots with like the cards, whatever the fuck you call it, the placeholders, whatever the fuck you call it.
Under surveillance. In fact,
maybe
the lights in his cell were never turned off so that they could always keep an eye on him. Silverstein eventually died in prison at the age of—
Actually, why do mugshots not use placeholders anymore? Is that what they're called? Hold on, let me look it up. Why do mugshots not use placeholders anymore? Oh yeah, because everything's digital now, yeah.
Of 67. He is said to have served the longest term in solitary confinement in the federal penitentiary system. Coming in at number 3, we have Aileen Wuornos. Aileen Wuornos, often referred to as the Damsel of Death, was found guilty of killing 7 men. She claimed it was self-defense, but then later pleaded guilty to the murders. She would murder them, rob them, and then drive home in their cars. Due to this, she was named America's first female serial killer. Now, Aileen was placed in solitary confinement for quite some time, but then she started to grow paranoid. She thought that the people making her food were spitting in it, and then she also claimed that she was being attacked by a sonic weapon. As a result, she wanted the court to hurry up with her death sentence. On October 9th, 2002, Aileen died by lethal injection. Moving on to number 2, we have Elizabeth Bathory. Elizabeth Bathory, otherwise known as the Countess who bathed in blood, was a serial killer in Hungary back in the 16th century. It's believed that she had killed around 650 girls. She's also considered
150?
The most vicious female serial killer in—
Oh fuck. Oh shit. You could kill me any day. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on!
All recorded history. It's believed that her husband was a big influence in her killings. Apparently, he told her to torture her servants. He said for her to pour honey all over them and then let the bugs eat them.
Get Winnie the Pooh!
Her killings didn't—
There's Winnie the Pooh. Come here, little bear. He's like, get out over me.
Truly start until she met a witch named Anna Darvula. This witch told Elizabeth that bathing in the blood of the young would help her maintain her youth. And that's exactly what she would do. Eventually, Elizabeth was sentenced to life in solitary confinement. She was locked up in her castle's torture chamber. The windows and doors were boarded up with her inside. There was only a small hole in which food was passed in through. On August 21st, 1611, she passed away. And in our number 1 spot, we have Robert Maudsley. Now, I've talked about Robert in my other video on dangerous criminals, and there's no way that I couldn't include him on this list. Robert Maudsley is considered Britain's most dangerous prisoner. Maudsley was originally convicted for 1 murder, however killed 3 more individuals in prison, which got him placed in solitary confinement. In 1977, Maudsley and his fellow inmate held another prisoner hostage. They ended up torturing him for 9 hours before cracking his head open and killing him. Now, it's rumored that he may have ate some of that prisoner's brain. As a result, he was deemed the real-life Hannibal Lecter. After that, he murdered 2 more inmates, which got him placed in solitary confinement. In fact, he is locked up in a glass cell underneath Wakefield Jail. He spends 23 hours of his day there. And that's all for today's video.
Well guys, this was the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Which one of the scare prisoners was the most terrifying? You enjoy scare content? You want scary videos like this feature to do? I'll see you next one. Peace!